What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to actually be feeding the turtles out here in the goldfish slash turtle pond. I haven't shown this pond, either one of the ponds, in several months now that it's warm. Everybody's out and about, everybody is really active now, and I figured this would be a good time to do a feeding video with the turtles, and I'll be doing a separate video of a feeding video of the big pond. So let me show them. So those dudes down there are the ones we're going to be feeding today. I have 6 turtles now in this pond. Most of them are sliders. All except for one. It's actually a map turtle, and the map turtle and one of the sliders are still fairly new, so they haven't gotten exactly really used to me yet, but the other 4, like this one, so he's coming out, they're going to be hand feeding here in a second. So, and here it is, the 800-gallon pond that I have not shown in several months. It's warm now, all the heaters are off of it, everybody's doing really good in here, and it is back crystal clear. It has not been this clear probably since last summer. And as you can see, we have a new addition here. That albino Oscar right there is the newest fish in here. He's actually been in here now for a few weeks, and I actually added him in here when it was green. That's why I did not film a video on it. That was when the UV sterilizer bulb had went out, so the water was green, and it was not really a good time to film the pond. But everybody's doing great. I mean, everybody's actually up here right now thinking they're about to get fed. There's the big peacock down there, still the biggest fish in here, but this guy's catching up. That is the red-tail tiger shovelnose hybrid, and as you guys can tell, he is getting really big. There's the Florida gar over there. There's one of the 2 marble char catfish, and of course the menace of the pond, the largemouth bass, who might be coming out of here. I'm going to talk more about the conflict between him and the peacock later on in the video. See that catfish down there? That is the bullhead catfish. I also put the softshell turtle in here. That is something new. He does not come out a whole bunch. He's still kind of new in the pond, and you just don't see him all that much, but he is in here. Right now I just have that floating dock in here for him to get up on, even though they don't bask as much as a slider does. But I am going to be either adding another fish cave somewhere over there in that area and making the platform so the top of the cave, like that one and that one are, but I'm going to make it all the way up to the surface of the water, so it will serve as an extra fish cave and also a basking area for the soft shell. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a separate feeding video on this pond because there's so many different fish in here that I like to feed and show up close and personal, but I will feed these guys a little bit later on into the video. This guy is just crazy. I mean, he will come right up, eat out of my hand, and actually reacts to visuals. A lot of catfish don't react to their sight a whole bunch, if that makes any sense, but he'll be down there somewhere and I'll walk up to the pond and he'll come right up. And a lot of catfish are not like that. They basically just go off vibration and sense of smell. But this guy, he comes right on up, and he, like I said, is pushing that peacock for the biggest fish in here. Also added some lights in here. I have 3 of those LED lights. Just have them come on for a few hours a night, but they're pretty cool looking. I can change them all different kinds of colors, and the fish are not scared of them. Actually, I've noticed the fish stay pretty active at night now while they are on. So we're going to come back to this pond later on into the video, feed them a little bit, but for now, we're going to start feeding the turtles. So this is one of the main foods that I feed these outdoor predator fish and the turtles. This is silver sides, which is pretty much like a saltwater minnow. I've talked about these before in the past. I'm running pretty low on these, and I like this brand, the Ocean Nutrition brand, because of the way that they are packaged. Now these have kind of clumped up because I've been putting water in here right before I use them, but they come individually frozen, so you can reach your hand in there and just grab as many as you want. The other brands that carry these silver sides, they're all frozen in a big chunk, and it's really hard to feed. But anyways, alright guys, here we go. It's a little bit early in the day for me to feed them, so they're just now kind of starting to come out, but trust me, once I start feeding one, they're going to start coming. I think we're only missing one to the party, but here we go. Pretty much I'll just break them up in little pieces like that and just watch them go to town. Look at this. They will start fighting over these pieces. And I try to make sure each one of them get, 2 or 3 pieces at least. And this is not the only thing I feed them. I feed them sticks and pellets and whatnot too. But my gosh, do they love these freaking silver sides and krill. Pretty good about, striking accurately, if that makes any sense. But every once in a while you will get your finger bitten. Here we go. Oh, got it. This is the smallest one in here, actually. And he can take that piece, trust me. And that one, got it. See that? They will bite your finger, but once they realize it's not food and they can't get it, I'm not going to let him get me. They usually will let go. Oh, here comes this one finally. He just realized I was feeding. What's crazy, and I've shown this before, that guy and this one look identical. Their size and everything, their markings, their red ears. The only way I can tell them apart is their claws. Look at the fingernails on this one compared to this one. They're much longer on this one right here. Here they go. They're about to start acting up now. See who gets it. Oh! Oh! They will bite you. And sometimes one will grab a piece, and then the other one will try to grab it at the same time, and they'll just start tussling over it. Get it! There we go. So that you give one a piece, and then they're right back. Give one a piece, then they're right back, and it keeps going. All right, one more little feeding. Come on. And pretty much one minnow will break up into about 4 or 5 different pieces, and so it usually only takes 2 or 3 to feed pretty much all these guys. Now the exotic pond with the fish, that's a different story. Come on, there you go. Big guy, get it. There you go. See that guy right there? That is the map turtle. He's been in here for a few weeks now, so he's still kind of getting used to me. Now before I'd walk up and he would spook just like that. Now they're eating really, really good. Both of these newer turtles, the problem is they're just not really used to me just yet like these other turtles are. So whenever I do feed them, I'll come back here, but then you got to deal with these idiots right here. They just come back here and try to hog it all. Try to get them way over here. Draw them out a little bit, and then drop those pieces in there. And you'll see them eat. Nope, they will come out to eat. See him right there? He's got a piece right on his back. That guy is just so cool looking and so much different looking than the other ones. And so is the slider. His shell color is a totally different color, and he is right there. See the green color? It's a lot brighter green compared to these other sliders in here. But they both eat really, really good. It's just they don't quite come out just yet. But we'll get them there, because all these other turtles, when I first got them, they were the same exact way. Look at them. Still looking for more food. See the fingernails on that one? Look how long they are. And I know some people trim them, but I don't really get into all that. But how long that one is compared to that one, and if they were about the same length, fingernail-wise, they would look identical. There would be really no way to tell them apart. All right, so I literally only have like 3 different pieces right here. So let's see who gets lucky. I'm gonna break them up. Normally I can feed whole silver sides with ease at this pond. Give this guy some. There you go. Try to always make sure the gar gets a piece, because he tends to get left out, and that's why. Let's see. Oh, snap. I've noticed this new Oscar, his face is like a little bit deformed. I don't know if it's an injury or what, but he's got like a little bit of an indentation on his face. You'll see it here in a second. See that? Right around his nose area, or like his lip, it looks a little bit different. I can't tell how it got there, but it's definitely something. All right, and this is actually my last piece right here. Let's see. Who wants it? There's a bullhead. Here comes the other marble charcat. Holy smokes. This is what I'm talking about. This is how it is every day out here. And they don't stop. Normally I'll feed 4 or 5 whole ones to him, give about 3 to each marble charcats. I mean, look at this. They don't stop. They just keep going. So it takes a lot more to feed these guys, obviously, than it does those turtles over there. So you see everybody's over here for the most part, and then this guy's just hanging in the back. And he would used to come over here with these guys, but the conflict between him and that largemouth down there has become so big that it is stressing him out from eating. Now, he will still eat, just not as much as he was, and he's not as an aggressive of a feeder as he used to be. The largemouth obviously still is, but I would say really this area of the pond, from the tip of that piece of driftwood and over this way, is pretty much the largemouth's area, and then over on the other side is pretty much the peacock. Now, nobody else has an issue with each other in here. It's just the largemouth bass and the peacock bass. So obviously I'm not getting rid of the peacock. Spent a good bit of money on him, and he's a really, really cool fish. I've actually been thinking about maybe putting another peacock in here, the same species as him. But I may end up getting rid of this largemouth, and it wouldn't be a problem at all, because I would just release him back into my pond down in my backyard where he came out of about 1.5 years, 2 years ago when he was really small. I've raised him up. He's gotten really big and fat now, but I may just have to get rid of him. It is what it is. It's stressing the peacock out to a point now to where he's not eating as much, and I think I might just have to get rid of this guy. And obviously I could always get a smaller one out of the pond and kind of raise him back up, and the peacock, that way he would be the dominant fish in here. That does not mean he would be aggressive to any of these fish, because he's very chill with everyone else. In fact, him and the tiger Oscar kind of are best buds. They kind of travel everywhere together in the pond except for when it's feeding time, but for the most part they're always kind of side by side. So he's cool with everybody else. It's just him and that largemouth. It gets really intense. I've been trying to catch it on video, but I can't really because it's so spontaneous whenever they do it. But I'll be out here on the porch sometimes, and all of a sudden you'll hear a huge splash, and it might go on for 30 seconds. And what it is, it's them going at it with each other, and it gets pretty intense sometimes. So that's what I'm talking about. I may just have to get rid of him. You can actually see a little area on the top of him right there. Right there in the center. That's a little scar. That's a little mark where him and that peacock got into it. So it's becoming too much for this pond. Check out this Amazon sword though. Look at this thing. Look how many babies this thing has been putting off. There's like 2 right there. There's 1 right there, and then there's another one over here somewhere. So like I said, I will do a full in-depth feeding video on this pond where everybody gets all fat and happy. It takes a minute. It takes a minute to feed these guys, so I figured I would split these 2 videos up into separate videos. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. These are the kind of videos that I like making the most, these outdoor pond videos, especially feeding videos, and I know you guys like them as well because I get a lot of requests about them. So if you guys have any suggestions as what you want me to do in the feeding video where I feed the pond, let me know down below if there's anything certain that you guys want me to feed, because it'll probably just be a silver side feeding video, but trust me, they get into it as you guys just saw. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, please be sure to give it a like down below. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Coming up here pretty soon, I'll actually be setting up the little guppy pond that I set up in the summertime. The reason why I've waited this long is because I was waiting for us to get our deck redone. So like I said, more outdoor pond videos will be coming out here pretty soon, because that's kind of the main thing that I like filming in the summertime when it's warm like this. In the wintertime, it's not as fun to film these types of videos. So in the summer is when I really like to film these videos, and I know you guys, like I said, like them as well. So thank you guys for watching as always, and with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.